I think what's been really exciting as we talk about the transition of this out of my career but into the role is that, as you said, the causes that have been very important to me I can focus even more energy on, because very early out of the gate I think you realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility, which I take seriously. And it was really one of the first things we connected on. It was one of the first things we started talking about when we met, was just the different things that we wanted to do in the world and how passionate we were about seeing change. I think that was, that's what got date 2 in the books, probably.
Plenty to talk about.
Evolution. This is the future.
Today is October 11, 2023. It is 2:40 a.m. I was busy trying to finish edit yesterday's video. So I will not be focusing on this channel today, but since I'm here, let's look at it. 3,370 subscribers. New subscribers, welcome. Estimate revenue, $350.34. Analytic, same thing. Okay, views the last 48 hours, 4,699 views. Okay, so let's go on our part of pure service, because this is where my focus will be on. This video will be about. So I had a lot of short videos that I put out for you guys, because I know some of you are not on Twitter. You wanted to see what's going on or whatever. So as I see the videos, I quickly put them in shorts for you and then put them out. And then at the same time, and I was making list of everything that I was seeing. And there's some new one I added to the list before, like videos. Okay, so there's a lot. I don't know how many videos I'm gonna have. So this is the list of all the shorts that I have, short videos. I had to do this to put on my community board on my other channels for you guys to see, because not everybody subscribes to this channel over here. So let's get started. A lot to share with you. Okay, so this is omid, but that's not what I have. That's not what I'm gonna start with. Okay, that was from yesterday's video actually. 1 second. All right, so I took a break. I had to put some, I added to my list. So I add a whole bunch more. I don't know, I'm probably gonna be recording all night. And so let's just get started. Let's get started. All right, so this is my first tweet. Let's get started. The way New York Step Up is on fire. They wasn't taking no chances with Harry and Meghan's safety this time around, and for that, we the Sussex Squad are truly thankful. Now that's how we roll, ladies and gentlemen, them and New York. Okay, so there's a couple things here. Okay, so there's a music. Alright, it's only 24 seconds. It's very small. I'm gonna have to put it really big for you guys. Alright, so there's, okay, it's playing over. I thought it was bigger. Wow. Look at this. Police, there's the royal vats over there. That's from Daily Fair. Meghan Markle bears her shoulders in an elegant white blazer as she and Prince Harry host World Mental Health Day event in New York after arriving at the venue in a 7-vehicle convoy with NYPD escort 5 months after their near-catastrophe car chase. They prepare. I have a lot of videos, a lot of clips, pictures for you guys. And I have this on another tweet for you guys. Let's read some of the comment. They did amazing. A huge thank you to Mayor Adams. I'm pretty sure he made through happen. Of course, we can't forget him. What is it when Harry did his speech at the UN. He did his speech too, so I guess they got acquainted a little bit there. Okay, right? This level of security just confirms that something did happen during their last visit, and no chances are being taken. Of course there was. Go on my other channel. There was a lot of things that came out later on. And I think what happened with the mayor, I think is the royal rats who threw him off, okay, to get a soundbite from him before all the things came out. It's the same thing that they did when Trump was in office. They sent their royal rats to the White House to ask Trump some nonsense. I don't know if you guys remember. So this is what I think happened as well with the mayor when he said there's no way there won't be any chase. I'm paraphrasing, in New York with all of that. So now he knows how they roll, so he's rolling with them. All right. Yes, that's how it's done. Thank you, New York City. A huge thank you. I knew they would. They won't catch them sleeping again. You got that right. 37 photos. Excuse me. What is that? Okay. Let's move on. I don't want to hear any gossip because that's not even the main thing that's happening right now. That happened with Harry and Meghan. So I need to go over some of the videos that I create shorts with to share with you. So there's the baby derangers. What happened yesterday, all of the squads were ignoring whatever was happening in Salty Island. Okay, we were on mute. We were focusing only on the Sussexes. Okay, how dare Harry and Meghan force Sky News to do a live feed on Archewell's event, but ignore our leftover futures. Leftover futures. It's not right. When will His Majesty the King remove those idols? Okay, baby derangers held it in long enough. Chef kiss. There's all of that. That's a commercial. Where is it? Okay, baby is back. Leftover futures. I know. That's what got me. Leftover futures. That's that. Say what? Leftover futures. People are laughing. Okay, Harry and Meghan. Betterness really handcuff Sky News to focus on them rather than future Peg and his walking what the hell? Walking muffler. This is a new one. Walking muffler. I had to look at it because the text, I have issues with Twitter text. Alright, for some reason, I don't know why. It messed up my eyes, but for some reason I had to read it twice to see if I'm seeing the FF muffler. Baby derangers is on a roll, haha, and the audacity to claim Kate and Willie spoke, but only clip Williams' part, not Kate. There's a laugh. Joe, not the deranger baby. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so now we're getting into it. So I didn't even know all of these were happening. I guess that's when I went to the school to take care of some stuff. All right, so that was from today with they were talking about what Carson Daly was gonna do later on, okay, regarding the mental health kind of thing. Okay, them in New York. 3 minutes and 37 seconds. All right, I had to check something. All right, let's listen.
It is World Mental Health Day. Carson is across town. He's at New York's Hudson Yards spending the day with Project Healthy Minds. He's got a special event coming up.
Project Healthy Minds is a nonprofit. It focuses on removing barriers that can prevent people from getting help for mental health issues. Carson is on the board of directors. This is his passion. And he is joining us this morning along with the CEO, Phil Shermer, event leader, Kelly Chisano. So guys, good morning to all of you. Carson, just real quickly, I know we want to get to your guests as well, but what does this day mean to you? What do you got planned? And I know you have a hot date at 1 o'clock.
That's the thing with Harry and Meghan. They'll be doing hosting.
Well, we can start. I'm losing my voice, excuse me. I do have a hot day, 1 o'clock here, World Mental Health Day. We're doing all sorts of panels. We got the Soul Cycle ride. The day started with a little 4-mile community run. There's breathing, all sorts of things happening. I'll be with Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess, behind the scenes with their foundation. Have been doing a tremendous amount of work. We're going to talk today about a struggle that parents have in a digital age for their kids with social media. So we're looking forward to that later today. I should turn it over to our experts here. Kelly, how was your run this morning, and what's the importance of physical health?
Oh my God, the other day, I think leading up to the spring, I lost my voice. That was the first time. You feel like you want to talk, but the words can't come out. I completely lost my voice. I can't believe it. That was the first time that ever happened to me. It's a weird feeling. All right, but let's continue. That was a sidetrack.
As it pertains to mental health.
The run this morning was great. We had a nice outcome. I find running really important for my mental health. It's my form of meditation. It's my alone time. It's my way to decompress from the day and just the city and the noise around me. And without it, I don't know. I think I might be a little bit unstable. I don't know. I just have to get out there and run.
Yeah.
I have to move.
I think people can relate to that. Phil, 65 million Americans have a mental health condition. Unfortunately, 60% of that population not doing anything about it. What is our mission at Project Healthy Minds? How are you going to impact that today?
Yeah, thanks, Carson. Look, we're trying to help 10 million Americans over the next 10 years find mental health services, because I think at the end of the day, it should be as easy to find mental health services in America as it is to book a flight, a hotel, or a restaurant reservation. So that's what we're all about.
And what are some of the things that are happening today? The Soul Cycle ride.
Yeah, we got the Soul Cycle ride this morning, raising money for mental health. We've got a sound bath meditation in the Equinox Hotel. We've got fireside chats all afternoon. David Axelrod, former Attorney General Sally Yates, Zach Williams. We got the NFL. So we're excited to be here.
And we have the Royals. The Royals are...
Prince Harry and Meghan and the Surgeon General in the afternoon. It's going to be an amazing conversation.
Where do you see Project Healthy Minds in this fight for mental health in 10 years from now?
Yeah, look, there's 65 million Americans with a mental health condition, as you said, and we really believe that we need to close that 60% treatment gap, that 10 million more Americans over the next 10 years need to be able to find mental health services. That's the mission that we're on. And my goal is when we're standing here 10 years from now, that there's every American across the country is participating in World Mental Health Day, because there isn't a single person or family that is not touched by mental health. Their kids, friends, themselves, their friends, their parents. Everyone has a connection to mental health.
Yeah, and I've noticed since I've told my story, when one person tells their story, that unlocks 10 other people to tell their story. And that's the tidal wave we're waiting to happen in the conversation. Kelly, thanks so much. Phil,
Thank you.
good luck today. I hope I get my voice back for our big gala tonight. I have to sing tonight, so guys, a big day for World Mental Health. Back to you.
Carson, this is the voice. Carson, what do we think? Tea and lemon, a little honey.
lemon,
Yeah.
You got it, Carson.
fantastic. But this is a big
You
day.
got it.
We're so proud of you, and we'll see you again on the third hour with more about this.
Thanks,
We've
guys.
got Carson's conversation with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle on this very important topic. That will be today at 1 o'clock, but we'll bring you the highlights tomorrow morning on Today.
Look forward to that.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, that mental health thing, the way some people respond to other people, it's unbelievable. This thing needs to be taken very seriously, especially people of authority, let's say police officers. They need to be really evaluated and tested, okay, and have treatment, because they're dealing with the public. Many of them, they don't have the mentality to be in that position. And kids too, like they said, a lot of kids, they have issues. They need to, oh my God, there's so many branches of that with things that is being shown on TV, reflect on how the kids react. It's really, really vast. It's a huge issue. All right, whatever is here, and then I move on. Them in New York, we love you, Harry and Meghan forever. I agree with Kelly, Ron. Okay, so that's an ad. Okay, so that was it. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. All right, so this one, I believe someone sent it to me, and let's go over it. All right, so there's this here. Let's pause. A student at the Mercy Lab School in Brooklyn's Industry City started their morning by sharing what they're grateful for. They were joined by some surprise visitors, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. All right, so it's 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Students at the Marcy Lab School in Brooklyn's Industry City started their morning sharing what they're grateful for.
I'm Taj, and today I'm grateful for a healthy mind.
They were joined by some surprise visitors, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex.
Thank you for having us. What you guys are doing here is incredible.
The Marcy Lab School is a one-year fellowship program that's an alternative to college. Students get intensive training in software engineering along with leadership and development. And administrators say they go on to land big jobs at tech companies.
We're just happy to be back in New York, happy to be here with you. I'm most grateful for, of course, being able to be here and witness what's been created here.
Through their Archewell Foundation, Harry and Meghan have provided funding for the program, which charges no tuition.
Wow.
They made a financial commitment to the Marcy Lab School a little less than a year ago, and along with that commitment, They also made a promise to uplift our work and shine a light on it, and it was really cool to see the way that they did that today.
Taj, Amy, and
That's the platform that they have. They understand the platform that they have. And this, I was responding to a comment. It breaks my heart for a lot of the kids in the UK to see how much Harry and Meghan could have, helped lift up their energy, their self-esteem, and a lot of other things, but they chased them out. That's a huge loss, but it's our gain and the rest of the world again. And hopefully, still, the UK could still look up to, it's up to them, okay, could look up to Harry and Meghan and see what they're doing. They don't have to be over there, meaning Harry and Meghan have to be in the UK physically, for those kids to see what Harry and Meghan are doing. They could still, get inspired, hopefully, by them. All right, so let's continue.
other fellows in this class started the program just a few weeks ago, and she was sharing what she's grateful for as part of the school's daily rituals.
I'm very happy that they came to see us. It means a lot. Like, it really gives us inspiration, honestly.
The reminder that there are people who are cheering for them behind the scenes always.
I don't know. I was listening to this video before. Something about her voice. I don't know. But anyway, I don't want to say anything negative. Something about her voice
means a lot. But to be able to have two of those people here and those two people to be people as special as Harry and Meghan, I think was incredible for them.
The Duke and Duchess also sat down with Marcy alumni.
Were you surprised or really confident through the process?
She looks so beautiful here. I mean, every picture like wow, look at her. And from what I've read, which I have in this video, hopefully it's in one video, Omid says that this jacket, which I was not aware of, which I should have known, but I was not aware of, is the kids from the UK who gave her that jacket. And she's wearing it. And that's a good reminder of the kids. Yeah, she remembers them.
Yes, I know I will land on my feet.
I'm sorry, let me move it back because I interrupt.
As special as Harry and Meghan, I think was incredible for them.
The Duke and Duchess also sat down with Marcy alumni.
Were you surprised or really confident through the process that, yes, I know I will land on my feet, having come from Marcy Labs?
One grad said big tech jobs still felt a little out of reach, until one wasn't. She's now working at Spotify.
Got it. That's new.
The school's founders hope that support and attention from people like the Duke and Duchess will help them scale up their program and find more employers open to hiring people with non-traditional backgrounds.
This is a really important moment for Marcy right now.
In Brooklyn, Jillian Jorgensen, New York 1.
You know what's ironic there? Was it Spotify? This is the one that Harry and Meghan left, and then she got the job there. All right, at New York 1, that's a station in New York. Thanks for sharing. What an amazing program, and a big up to Archewell, favorite prince and princess ever, for a tuition-free program at which is huge. Being able to get that education and land a good job after is like a breath of relief. Many might not understand. Awesome. I'm wondering, is it accredited? That this is something I should look into. My goodness, my list is getting longer, and I have not touched that list of all those charities that Harry and Meghan are part of. So this is something I need to look at in terms of accredited. Let's say, for instance, they did that intense training at Marcy Lab, and let's say, for instance, they decided to further continuing their education someplace else. Can whatever classes or education they get here, can some of those credits be transferred over? Because if schools are not credited, it's very hard to transfer credit. Okay, this was, did I finish it? Awesome, breath of fresh. Okay, Thanks for sharing. What amazing program, and big up to Archewell, favorite prince and princess ever, for a tuition-free program at that, which is huge. Being able to get that education and land a good job after is like a breath of relief. Many might not understand. Awesome. And the other thing we need to take away with this here is that they helping support this school and having to educate those kids tuition free. So this is why the tax bracket is in that particular bracket. Okay, so this is like an investment the government is making by allowing Archewell to be in that specific tax bracket where maybe there's certain deduction they don't need to pay or whatever. Okay, I'm not a tax person. This is one thing I don't mess. Okay, but for those who keep on saying about tax, the money and this and that, this is why Archewell is in that specific tax bracket. I think is 501c or something like that. Okay, so with that tax bracket, it allowed them to be able to, you know, be exempt from certain things because they are investing, they are giving money away, they are doing certain things that the government could or should have helped people in society. Okay, so this is another takeaway here, where those students are going to school, being educated and free of charge. So Archewell is spending that money here. It's like an investment the government is making based on allowing Archewell to be in that specific tax bracket. Okay, am I making sense? Okay, so that's that for the derangers and Salty Island who keep on talking about the tax thing. And I told you, in the US, you better not mess around with tax. They will get you. And then you have the people who started the school who letting you know they are receiving fund from Harry and Meghan. So there's that aspect as well. So it's not like only Archewell's side you're hearing the other side, the recipient of that, of whatever Archewell is part of, is funding and things like that. Okay, so let's get back to the original recording. This was so good, a light shine in other area that Harry and Meghan are contributing to and making a difference. Meghan and Harry don't just show up for a 4-minute photo app, they invest in growing young minds with the expectation of great success, money and the PR. Their visit from Harry and Meghan is international news. It goes without saying that Meghan and Harry will uplift them however they can. Service is universal. And some other conversation videos that I've heard, that while they were in Germany, they were doing some other things as well, not just the things we were seeing with the Invictus. They were making small little stops, different places to talk to with different organization and different things, which we know already, but other things I was not aware of. Okay, thanks for sharing. This is what real service look like. I just love them so much. Thanks for sharing. Great reporting by local news. Good report. Okay, love this. Thank you for sharing. All right, so there's that. Let's go to the next tweet. That's a video as well. Okay, so now we're getting into the videos of, that conference. She's so incredibly engaging and eloquent. There's the crying face. Okay, 47 seconds. Some of these videos, you probably already seen them on shorts videos that I made for you guys, because some of you are not on Twitter. As I was seeing them, I was really putting them together for you to see.
Yeah, thank you for asking and also for being here with us. A year ago we met some of the families, not all of them. At that time, it was impossible to not be in tears, as I'm sure so many of you have been today hearing these stories. You hear the stories again and again and again. It's still going to have the same emotional impact because it's just that devastating. And as parents, though our kids are really young, they're 2.5 and 4.5, but social media is not going away. And look, I think by design, there was an entry point that's supposed to be positive and creating community. And something has devolved, and there's no way to hear that and not try to help these families have their stories be heard. Thank you for asking.
Okay. There's so many things here. One of the things that I was thinking as I was listening to her is that when what is it? Megan have said in some old videos where when they don't invite you at their table, you create your own. So this is what Megan and Harry are doing. All right, so they were not invited over there, so they're creating their own table. And the other thing is, and I think this is something that I've said on PYTE, usually when couple things invention is created, there was good intention behind it. Okay, but as soon as the bad guys get the hold of it, they weaponize it. So what is it? The internet, in some shape or form, okay, was created to sort of connect people. Look at how Facebook started. People were connecting with each other and all of that. What did happen to Facebook? They weaponize it, creating nonsense, get into people's psyche kind of thing, make them vote against their own best interest and all of that. So no matter what is invented for the good, the bad guys will always find a way to turn it into a bad thing. And this is what the internet have turned into. They see how it works. Now they see how they could capitalize on it to do their dirty deed in it. And this is what I think Harry and Meghan, specifically Meghan, I don't know, maybe Harry did say it, but I didn't come in here other clips that Harry was talking about. But when Meghan was giving examples in terms of cars and all of that, how it revolutionized, it changed, you know, you improve on it and all of that. Okay, so let's read some of the comments. Okay, I want to listen to this entire conversation. Something some cannot copy. All right, that's commercial. Oh, I hope to see the entire conversation. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Hopefully we will someday, because all I was saying is little bits and pieces, and I share whatever I was able to see, except for some of the news reporting. Okay, I think it's the same thing again. Let me see. If it is, I'm not gonna play it again fully.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah, that's the same thing, but different caption. Okay, social media is not going away, and there's an entry point that's supposed to be positive and creating community, and something has devolved. Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex. Okay. Carson Daly hosts a discussion with Surgeon General Dr. Vivek Murthy. I keep on thinking he's a Murphy, but it's Murthy. And Harry and Meghan, after listening to parents share their stories of losing their children due to online bullying. One in particular that crossed my mind is this young kid who went, I think he was a freshman, and he was being intimate with someone, and then his how do you call this, his roommate recorded it and put it out there, and this young boy jumped off the George Washington Bridge. I never forget that. This thing is really, really sickening, and I hope this kid's parents still find solace somewhere. Okay, well, mental health, there's that. And also, as I was reading that, I'm thinking of my friend who just lost her child. It wasn't with online bullying, but car accident. Let's see here. Social media isn't disappearing anytime soon, but let's remember its original purpose: to build bridges, fostering community, and spread positivity. Let's work together to reclaim that spirit. Okay, nice day to acknowledge. Thumbs up. Okay, yes, Meghan, our community is the best. Sussex Squad, so awesome. There's the heart. World Mental Health Day 2023. Eloquent. The Church of Scientology. Was it founder ruling and his grave? Okay, I don't know anything. I mean, I've heard of Scientology, but I don't know too much, in full detail about it. Okay, educated, poised, beautiful, kind. I could go on and on. As usual, Meghan being her brilliant self. Oh well, it should piss the haters off until they start overreacting at a strand of hair. Okay, as a strand of hair loose on her head, you know, the usual over the top bull. Meghan, was it? Meghan was F forward, and version should not be a spokesperson for mental health. What is that? Okay, I don't understand. Looks like a deranger, so let's remove this from my mentions. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Once the things start not making sense to me, I know it's a deranger. Next tweet. There's another clip here, 45 seconds. Being a mom is the most important thing in my life outside of being a wife to this one, Megan. Someone said it be OMG. I know. You know, when I first heard it, you know what I thought about? During the engagement, when the reporter, the host asked say something about you getting a new country and a new husband, and then Harry shivered, you know, like he couldn't believe he was hearing the word husband.
It's change. You're getting a new country out of it, a husband obviously, but also giving up your career.
Okay, that's what I thought about when I heard that. All right, so let's listen. 45 seconds.
Being a mom is the most important thing in my entire life, and outside, of course, being a wife to this one. But I will say, I feel fortunate that our children are at an age, again, quite young, so this isn't in our immediate future. But I also feel frightened.
She'll be surprised. She'll be surprised how quickly time flies. One day when she look back as listening to her saying this, she's gonna say, "Oh my God, I can't believe my kids is already this age. They this, they that, they that." Okay, time is gonna fly so quickly, Megan. I'm telling you.
By how it's continuing to change, and this will be in front of us. As they say, being a parent, the days are long, but the years are short.
There it is. That's true.
So it worries me, but I'm also given a lot of hope and a lot of energy by the progress we've made in the past year, being able to have these incredible parents, these survivors.
Okay. So it takes a village, one step at a time. And I'm glad Harry and Meghan are taking the steering wheel into changing the negativity that's going on online. Okay, so that's a big step up, and there's a lot of people who's behind them. As they get to listen to what they're all about, people will get on board and then realize the nonsense that's going on. All right, next tweet. Okay, so there's another video. Prince Harry thanks the families that attended Project Healthy Minds second annual World Mental Health Day Festival at Hudson Yard in New York City today. All right, 24 seconds.
Thank you. I can't start without thanking all the parents, the mothers and fathers that have been here today, for being with us physically here today, but also being on this journey for the last year, creating this community of shared experience. We know it's not hard. We know it's not easy for you guys to be here, so thank you very much.
Okay, it's done. The thing that I was thinking is that no better person to do this than Harry and Meghan, because they have experienced it. That's the thing here. They have experienced it to a freaking nuclear level. So they know what they're talking about, and they know the other end of the online bullying and all of that, because theirs was global. So they are the perfect advocate for this. Okay, so let's read some of the comments and then move on. Okay, there's the heart. Glad to see them ignoring the noise from their haters. Keep shining your light and sharing it with the world. These two, there's that. There's the loving here. What on earth was she thinking? Okay, what does that mean? What on earth was she thinking? Thinking of what? Okay, I don't know. Okay, fantastic work, and I'm so proud of Harry and Meghan. Great to see. It's been ongoing over a year with the parents working on mental health. Okay, 7 SUV for a 90-minute slot. These two, okay, so there they are. All right, you have nothing good to contribute. All right, I don't need to read this. There's the book and heart. There's this. Thank you, Harry and Meghan, for holding this event. Okay, yes, you do. You here. This is the thing here. This is the thing what they're talking about. Okay, it's official. I can't stand people whom I never met. Okay, fine. Okay, I think it's time for me to move on to the next one, because I remember when she took a camera crew. Okay, there they are. Okay, took the time to black. Alright, so let's move on, okay, because I'm seeing all the haters now. Alright, let's focus on the positive. This is what they're talking about. Okay, you could easily just move on, but they have to show themselves. All right, so there's another one, 45 seconds. Okay, amazing that they have been doing this for a year and no leaks, but they are supposed to be attention seeking. All right, 45 seconds.
Being with us physically here today, but also being...
Okay, it's the almost the same portion that we just heard him talk about, but this is a different angle. Someone was recording it at the same time as the other one. All right, so let's listen.
Being with us physically here today, but also being on this journey for the last year, creating this community of shared experience. We know it's not hard. We know it's not easy for you guys to be here, so thank you very much. In answer to your question, Carlson, if I can answer it, I think once we started to realize how many people, how many families, how many parents there were in the US, but also around the world, that have suffered the greatest loss, we quickly realized that there was no one really in this space bringing them together. And yes, a huge part of this is to be working with Matthew and his team towards sort of the ultimate solution.
I just love it when Harry is talking. He always gives credit who's also behind him, helping him to make his vision a reality. Okay, so this is one of the takeaway that I get from that. Okay, this is why whenever people are wondering what Megan is doing when she is being quiet, I said, don't worry, she is doing something impactful. Yep, and this is the thing that Megan said when all four of them were sitting on stage in the UK, where she said she doesn't mind working behind the scene to maximize her potential, learn and do all the stuff to maximize her potential. That's what she's been doing.
I mean, I think that knowing that I've just been here for 3 months, right? And in that amount of time, but with that said, for me, it's very important to, once you hit the ground running, even if you're doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so that I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact.
And meanwhile, the other ones didn't get it. They are not in it for photo app. Okay, that's an ad. Okay, exactly. Hell to the yeah. Those GIF always get me. Next tweet. Okay. Let's pause. Okay. Meghan Markle attends the Project Healthy Minds second annual World Mental Health Day Festival at Hudson Yard in New York City. Okay, 13 seconds. So I guess these are the parents. They were having the discussion. He looks familiar. He looks familiar. Yeah, I think these are the parents who probably were discussing their stories and things like that. I think. I don't know. Those parents look heartbroken. Yeah, they do. So they were that. Okay, there's this picture. Can't wait to get videos from this, especially having nieces and nephews at this age navigating social media and all. Okay, there's the heart. Let's see here. I feel for those parents, glad Meghan and Harry are working with them to bring more attention to what's happening and hopefully find solution. This is I'll always remember. Okay, I don't want to see this. Whatever's there, that's it. Let me read from bottom up. Can't wait to hear what she has to say. I need to see more of Meghan's off-the-shoulder pantsuit. Okay, I hope the stories of these parents help move the mental health conversation forward and leads to more work being done to help. The worst thing for any parent to lose your child, but for them to die by suicide adds another level of pain and at times wrongly the self-blame. This looked very heartfelt, and clearly Meghan and Harry knows the family behind the scenes work. Okay, there is something so tranquil about Meghan. She has such an empathetic nature, and she is an incredible individual, oozing power and love everywhere she goes. What the heck is she wearing? Okay, she's wearing clothes. Okay, what does this meeting achieve? Well, people discussing things. When someone is going through something by themselves, they think they are the only one who's going through it. So by talking to other people, whatever it is that is bothering them. This is what Princess Diana needed, someone to listen to her.
But if Diana had hoped to get support from the Queen, she was sorely disappointed. According to the princess, the Queen turned a cold shoulder to her appeal for help.
The princess described an emotional scene inside the walls of Buckingham Palace.
And I was sobbing, and I said, what do I do? I'm coming to you, what do I do? And she said, I don't know what you should do. Joel is hopeless. And that was it. That was help. So I didn't go back to her again for help, because I don't go back again if I don't get it the first time right. And so over the years, Diana never talks to me. I never know what's going on. Silly girl. Because you're in isolation, and anything anyone says just doesn't weigh at all.
Deep in despair, isolated, and alone in Kensington Palace, Diana still continued to play out the royal fairy tale. As she continued her story, Cedlin realized how much the double life she'd been leading had helped to bury the person she really was.
When it comes to a drama, I can only sort myself out. I can't get anybody else to sort me out.
Okay, as they talk, maybe there are certain things, the way their mind is approaching their grief, maybe someone could make them realize maybe this is another way, you should think of it that way, or whatever. This is what happens when people talk in a safe space, safe environment, without any prejudice or critical or criticizing them or anything like that. You listen to their problem and see maybe how you could help them, how you could shape or guide them to see things differently. This is what interaction is all about. This is what it is about. Oh my goodness. And Princess Diana, all she wanted was somebody to listen to her. But instead, they keep on pounding on her, and they expect her to take it. But then, when it's the reverse, they can take a minuscule of the hate that is thrown at them, because they have the power to send their police people to stop it from happening and all of that. All right, baggage for God. Baggage for God. These people, my goodness. Next tweet. Okay, so this one try to start up here. Do I have it different places? Let me, okay, picture. I have another video. Let's put the videos next instead of this. Okay, I'm gonna switch this. I hope it's not something that I've already shared. Yeah, it's something that I've already shared. Okay, Meghan Markle attend the Project Healthy Minds 2nd annual. Okay, so I did that already. I was afraid. Alright, so let's go to this one. I switched it, but we saw it. Okay, Archie and Lily's parents. Did I do it? Okay, I probably skipped something somewhere. Love them. So much cute. Yes, awesomeness. There's that. This is extra. This is what she looks like. That's a great pic. Stunning. Yeah, I saw that too when I was seeing it. Okay, oh my gosh. Meghan, Harry looking absolutely stunning. There's more of this. Okay, the Duchess on the stage. Let's like all of them. There's this. For myself and my wife, for us, the priority is to turn pain into purpose. There's that. To provide as much support as well as a spotlight and a platform for these parents to come together to heal and grieve together. That's the thing that I was saying before. But also focus on solution. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. 1 minute and 44 seconds. I didn't have this on my list, but
in answer to your question, Carson, if I can answer it. I think once we started to realize how many people, how many families, how many parents there were in the US but also around the world that have suffered the greatest loss, we quickly realized that there was no one really in this space bringing them together. And yes, a huge part of this is to be working with Matthew and his team towards sort of the ultimate solution, but at the same time bringing these parents together through Zoom was something which we knew it was needed, but then to see the impact and the effect that it was having on every single one of them.
And you know what's really really good with this group? Nobody leaked it. I don't know, since last year, did we see anything was leaked on social media regarding that conversation? So it was pretty tight. They kept it together.
That they didn't have prior opportunity or space to be able to learn that they are not the only person, that they're not alone in there.
You know, our mental health campaign, Heads Together, back in the UK, is a classic example of where we were able to bring together 8 charities within the mental health sector. We were able to bring together 8 mental health charities that have been working in the sector for many, many, many years. But being able to bring them together and say, right, you guys have never sat around a table together and discussed the main issues. What we want to be able to do now is, through our foundation, create a platform in which your expertise and your experience is elevated. And therefore, you tell us what needs to be done around mental health within the UK and globally. And they said, if you can remove the stigma, that makes our life a lot easier. So that's exactly what we did. We tried to remove the stigma and tried to normalize the discussion around mental health.
Ryan was sitting there, he's a chicken farmer, he's wearing ostrich boots, and he lives in the middle of nowhere. And yet as a parent, he's somehow expected to navigate his way around social media for his kids. So I think for us, for myself and my wife, again, with kids growing up in a digital age, for us the priority here is to, again, turn pain into purpose and provide as much support as well as a spotlight and a platform for these parents to come together, to heal together, to grieve together, but also to collectively focus on a solution so that no other family anywhere has to go through what they've been through. It just doesn't seem fair.
Yeah. Megan, what's your reaction?
Wow. That's a very good conversation. This is what it's all about. Okay? Informative, educational, and at the same time, warm and considerate. This couple, the most articulate humanitarian in the public sphere in 2023. That's the heart. I don't know how they managed to get through this whole panel without crying their eyes out. Just the thought of these parents losing your children to online bullying makes me want to cry on the floor in a fetal position. They are definitely stronger than me. There's that. All right. So there's this. My wife. That should get the derangers crazy. Yep. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. Okay, so now this is the OMID thing. It's a little bit long thread, but some information was shared as well. I think I bookmarked this, but let's start here. Let me click on it. Okay, today Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan visit Marcy Lab School in New York. It's one of America's only alternative to a traditional 4-year college, offering a 1-year full-time fellowship in software engineering. Students pay no fees. It's funded by philanthropic support. Wow. There's some of those pictures. There's that. Those kids have to be on point. They can't mess around. 1-year fellowship. Very intense. There's this. Okay. Let's read. Omid continued. This is the part that I bookmarked. Fun fact. Meghan's varsity Letterman jacket was given to her by the debate team at the Robert Clark in Essex, England, during her March 2020 visit. Yeah, the kids must feel proud that she still has it and she wears it. That's very thoughtful of Meghan to think of that. Okay, Omid continues. During the visit on World Mental Health Day, the Sussexes checked out a class which started with a mindful meditation session, a chance for students to share how they're feeling. Quote, if one of you starts to go quiet, doesn't show up, you need to find out why, Harry told the group. Very interesting. Okay, Scobie, are you reporting live from New York City? I'm in London recording my audiobook this week. I believe JP Henning has been on the ground covering the engagement for People magazine. Okay, so there's this. This is what diversity look like. That's true. That's true. So that's on Archewell. I haven't been on Archewell website. So yeah, this is definitely diversity. They get along, they talk, they share their experiences. Yep. They're Harry and Meghan right there. Doesn't he look like Tyler Perry here? Young Tyler Perry? Wow. Okay, she looks great. We love you, Megan. OMG, these pictures are adorable. Nice one. Wow, mercy. Why though? What do you mean, why though? Okay, I don't have time for negativity. Why though? What do you mean, why? Because it is needed. It's one of many things that can be done, and they're doing it. So why not? Jeez. All right, next tweet. That's a picture. Okay, I can describe how happy seeing this makes me. The first in-person Archewell Foundation event. My babies, I'm so proud of you. All right, so this is the stage. Yeah, it feels very soothing, calm and very soothing. Okay, World Mental Health Archewell Foundation. There's the logo here. That's nice. Very simple, but calm and soothing. And Megan wears the same color as the chair, the clothes. Okay, the Lizzie and Jonathan Teach Skylight. Okay, so there's Archewell, Project Healthy Minds, the Parent Summit, World Mental Health Day. Okay, so these are the logos. There they are. They were waiting for them to come. Yeah, it feels very soothing, very soothing. Okay, look at how far they've come. This makes me so happy. There's the crying face. I'm so proud of them. This is what they've achieved together. The setup and color scheme, so gorgeous and peaceful. Yep, that's exactly that. So smoothing and very peaceful. All right, so that's commercial. Okay, looks so classy, stylish, and elegant. Looking good while doing good. That's Harry and Meghan, Archewell Foundation. Wow, glad you get to see the awesome royals. Okay, so freaking effing excited, well organized and professional. This is another classic example of less is more. There's not too many things on the stage. It's very settled and the color scheme is very soothing. So the tone and mood of the stage is very calming. And then I think, in my humble opinion, I do not know, but this is what I think. The reason I think she wears the same color scheme as what's on the stage is for her not to be like front and center. She's just part of, okay, part of Archewell, just giving the stage to the people. That's what I think. All right, again, my humble opinion. The impactful work looks so stylish. All right, for a minute I thought that was a commercial. Okay, that's a different language. Magnifique, very happy. These lashes are okay. That's an ad. Let's go to the next tweet. That's pictures again. All right, this pic has some people pressed and melting. Please spare their mental health and don't retweet it. All right, and don't retweet it. Yeah, I'm gonna be so busy for the last couple days. I don't think I have time for the Rangers. Okay, what are they mad about now? When are they not mad? That's for sure. Okay, whoops, sorry. Oops, I misread and thought it said to retweet. Okay, I heart and obey not. A lot of the Derangers are already taking time off to see their shrinks, so I know they will be scheduling their session for mental illness after seeing these pictures. While others are currently in hospital asking for prayers, I said today was a win-win for Sussex Squad. I'm very happy. Yeah, I saw about it. That other one who was saying the tour bus to go and have in their front yard and all of that. Something is going on. I don't know. I didn't even bother sharing it. Okay, I got the message. I hear and obey. Okay, he looks at her like he's shocked by her beauty every time. I loved it. Retweet it is. Okay, my favorite people. Sorry, Joe. I had to retweet. Alright, so that's commercial. Let's go to the next one. Okay, there's that. LOL. It's the fact that the British tabloid have zero access. There's the laugh. They really overestimate their power and lost the plot. That's for sure. That is for sure. And Harry, can you imagine if the brother was on board with Harry? Because these two, a lot of young people were looking up to them, but the other one decided to go the other way. Can you imagine the popularity he would have had, even if he was his dumb, lazy self? Okay, so there's Meghan here. Yes, they did, and I'm loving the way they are on the outside scrambling to look in. That's true. They lost jobs, pay, and common sense too. Yep, she is just so pretty. That's commercial. Okay, at the freckles on the shoulders for me. Love it so much for them. There's that big mistake. That's for sure. That's a huge mistake for them. They thought they were, meaning the leftover behind royals. They thought they were the thing. The thing is that without people, you are nothing. They want everything, but there's one thing you cannot buy. You cannot buy people. Yeah, there are some you could buy, but you're not gonna get the full, true affection that you wish you could have from them. Because there's Harry and Meghan, they're not paying anybody a dime because of their character, the work that they produce, and their quality of, things that they do. Their core values attract good, healthy people. They're willing to support them no matter what, All right, freedom looks good on them. Exactly. They limit access to what American press and photographers can do when them other royals slide over here for their fake tours. Payback is a MF, mother effer. Zero access to Meghan and Harry. There's that. Brits propagandists who? Okay. Wow, she looks stunning. Like zero. All right, so there's more. Okay, this video is much better. Okay, so let me add this onto my list. All right, so I just add.
This is the future.